Yo, what's going on YouTube? I'm gonna do a quick video. I woke up this morning and of course went on YouTube and I watched the video. I saw a guy that never seen yet, a trucker, Jim, I believe. And he was ranting about how YouTubers are full of shit. Trucker YouTubers is full of shit, or half of them, or 75% of them, or whatever. Now, I haven't watched enough trucker YouTube videos to make that kind of thing, but when I do watch them, I do hear a lot of stuff that where I have something to say about it. But generally everybody has their own opinion, their own vision about what everybody's saying do. Now, if you're the kind of person that takes advice from truckers, well, you're going to get good advice, you're going to get bad advice. Because people have a different outlook of the advice they're giving to you. I guess some people could be happy with what they're making, whereas when you tell somebody, hey man, I'm making good money, this job is good, I like, let's say I like CR England, whatever the case is, they might have a guy be like, okay, he like CR England or whatever the case is, he make good money, I'm gonna go mess with CR England. And then go to CR England, and within the first 2 weeks, he'd be like, I ain't making no money, man. I don't know how this guy may take a while, he's making all this money. Well, here's the thing. Everybody got different debt to income ratios than everybody else. There's not two people in the world that got the same debt to income ratio as your twins, raised together, like the same stuff, got two of everything. But other than that, everybody get a different debt to income ratio. Some people don't even have an apartment or a house or a car, whereas some other people has a wife, a child, whatever. So everybody got different priorities. So where 40 cents a mile might be good for that driver, 40 cents a mile might not be good for this driver. Cool. But you have to find out, the thing is to do your research on companies. Now, I'm going to try to make this as general and open as possible. And if people want to comment, more likely to. So, first off, you have company driving, lease purchase, owner-operator, or you could work for an owner-operator and get a 1099, aside from having your own authority, of course. On an average, on average, on average, a company driver is usually around 40 cents a mile, just depending on, I'm not including deductions, taxes, and none of that. Lease purchase, for a mega carrier, you're usually getting at least $1 a mile, plus fuel surcharge, and fuel surcharge could be anywhere between, I think the lowest I've seen was 7 cents, and the highest I've seen so far is like 20 cents. So, if somebody told you they're making $1.10 a mile, you sit there and times about 3,000 and get a number. But unless you know the current fuel prices, if you know the company's discounts, if you know their daily deductions, if you know their bill, you don't really know what anybody's making. I can make, 50 cents a mile and take home more money than an owner operator. Why? Because I got different bills, different responsibilities. I might feel different. I might drive slower. There's a lot of different key factors I can do to make more money as somebody. And this comes with this experience of driving to different people. So out of those 4 or 5 different choices, me personally, I'd recommend driving for an owner operator, 1099. And the reason being, depending on everybody's goal. Some people be comfortable with driving a company driver, making 40 cents a mile, taking, $900 check home every week, $900 to $1,100 every week, taxes taken out, you're cool, you have to worry about the truck, fuel, nothing, fine. If you ain't really going to be serious about trucking, I highly recommend you be a company driver. You just want to just get a check, go home every other weekend or something like that, or every week if you're regional or whatever. And that's another thing. You got people that's doing sorry, such an owner-operator, I keep saying it. You got people that is doing over-the-road regional. Let me go back. Over the road is usually at least gone for 2 weeks. Regional, you're usually home within every 7 to 10 days. And you have the possibility of passing through your home within them 7 to 10 days, depending on where you live. Same thing for over the road. You know what I'm saying? Like me, I live in Florida. That home every other weekend is really challenging because Florida is probably the worst state to live in aside from Washington to get home with. Any of the four corners, California, Washington, Maine, Florida, is challenging to get home with. Whereas Texas, Chicago, St. Louis, Ohio, Tennessee is a lot more easier, or much more easier to get home. Okay, you got dedicated. Dedicated for people who want a predictable schedule all the time. Do dedicated, because dedicated, you might do a Walmart customer, a Target customer, a Home Depot. You might do P&G. You might do International Paper, whatever. Once you know where all the facilities are and the routes you take, you're taking the same routes every time. Same routes every time. You know exactly when you're passing home. You know exactly how much time you got left on your 7. You know exactly where all the truck stops got all the good food. You know where the lot lizards are at every truck stop. You know where all the rest areas are. You know where all the way stations are open or closed. You know where the traffic's going to hit and when it's going to hit. You know that all the time. Dedicated. Super predictable. If you have people that want to ride with you, like your kids, your wife, your friend, whatever, dedicated is the most predictable thing. I can sit there and say, okay, take off of me, or I pick up from locations. I'll have you back in that same location in about 4 days, because as soon as I loop around, come back around, boom, dedicated. And then you got local, which are home every day, and they do got a small bracket between local and regional, where you might be home every other day or every 3 days. Those gigs are a little bit harder to find. And if you're just starting out, I wouldn't look too hard for them, because a lot of these companies want you to have 3 months experience, 6 months experience, a year experience, a year and a half experience, 2 years experience, 3 years experience, 5 years experience. It's jagged. What I'm basically telling you, if you're in trucker school and you watch this video right now and you got high hopes for being at home every day or every other day and won't be too far away from family, I got something to tell you. I got some bad news to tell you. You ain't gonna get what you want starting out. The only way you're gonna get what you want, you start out, is a very few ways. Either A, you start off with your own truck already. No lease purchase. I'm talking about you go to a dealership, an auction, buy it from Craigslist, truck paper, commercial truck trader, whatever, and go from there. That way you can control where you want to go, what you make, whatever, off the jump. You just dive head into the water. You know what I'm saying? Or drive for an owner-operator. Because an owner-operator, if you find an owner-operator, a good one that can take care of their equipment, and their standards ain't too high, their equipment ain't new, you're getting like a 10-year-old truck, maybe a 15-year-old truck. As long as you run 2,200 miles a week or something like that, he don't care, he or she don't care, whatever. You could be home. I had a good gimmick at CDN Logistics out of Northlake, Illinois, where I was working for an owner-operator. He had an 05 Volvo 670, and he wanted me to run, at least 2,500 miles, 3,000 miles a week. But that depended on the carrier I was working for too, because I was able to cherry pick loads, because it was an owner-operator company at that time. Now they got company drivers, lease purchase, all kind of stuff. Lease purchase is a new gimmick. A lot of companies are doing that to get more drivers to come in, because everybody, just like cars, just like the new music, just like new Jordans, everybody is studying consumers to see what is everybody picking right now. A lot of people is picking lease purchase right now, because they are tired of the company driver gimmicks of being forced dispatch and, driving these limited trucks, speed limited trucks. They want freedom. They want more freedom. Trucking is meant to be free out here, not financially, but free. Like, I want to hop in my truck, go where I want to go, drive, enjoy it, stop a couple times, do this and that, breathe easy, feel what I want to, take what route I want to. There'll be loads where I want to go to New Orleans. Everybody know 12 is faster than 10. I don't care which way you're going unless you go directly to New Orleans. I want to sit there and make the decision, say, I'm in Baton Rouge. Well, I want to go through New Orleans if I'm going to Florida because I want to just go through downtown New Orleans. Now, that's an extra hour or something out of the way, but I'm paying for the diesel. I got the choice. If you're a company driver, let them find out you took 10 instead of 12 and you a company driver. Somebody gonna talk to you. So that's the thing with that. Now, where was I going with this? So, me, right now, I'm an owner-operator, but I work for a carrier. And can you survive off of working for a carrier? Yeah, you can survive working off a carrier. I've had a high month, which was not long ago, where I made really good money. Really, really good money. And I will post a video about the best load I've done for Dart so far. One of these upcoming videos. So, I had this guy, the guy's video I watch. I guess he's an owner-operator. I just watched one video. He's an owner-operator. He rents his own trailer. He got his own authority. Pays his own insurance. Truck note, trailer note, the whole shebang. He got a wife, he got a child. And he's out here ranting because he's saying he ain't making no money. He can't survive. He's thinking about quitting, doing UPS, or going back to college to get his master's. Whatever the case is, trucking ain't for everybody. It really ain't. And I don't know how long he been driving. I don't know what he did to get to where he was at. I don't know his whole process. I'm not going by all that. What I'm saying is, if you have it in your mind to get your own authority, there's a couple things you need to have first. Like me, I know I need X amount of dollars to start up to get my own authority. To get my own plates, to have enough for fuel, to have enough for maintenance for my truck and trailer. I don't know much. I never had to do so much maintenance on the trailer before for it to be really, really cost efficient aside from tires. But, and then it's the wait time. If you apply for your own authority, it takes at least 21 days to get your own authority. Now, as far as you getting your DOT number, and this is what I've been researching so far. I'm not going to say too much, but as soon as you get your DOT number, start booking loads the first 6 months. I don't know where he's at in his own operator business, but the first 6 months, you will get shitted on. You will get real shit on, especially if you're doing something like box van, dry van. Everybody's doing that. I see it all the time. People dragging these old Schneider trailers, old Warner trailers, Swift trailers, even Dart old trailers. I see people get these old raggedy dry van trailers and try to get out here and make this work, and you will get shitted on. Especially if you got an old trailer. A lot of shippers don't want you to have a trailer over 10 years old, and some shippers don't even want you to have one over 5. Stuff you got to consider right off the bat. You over here got a 2005 Great Dane trailer. It is 2017. If you book a load, it'll be paying $3 a mile. You can't get it just because your trailer's too fucking old. That's some shit right there. So yeah, you miss out on good loads like that. And like I said, I don't know what he said. If he's paying a lease trailer, he's probably got a new one, so that might not be his issue. But I'm saying the first 6 months you're going to get shitted on. Now, there's a lot of different things you can do. He might have invested all this time and money in getting that van trailer. I have no idea. But, you got tanker, you got reefer, you got livestock, you got hopper bottom, you got flatbed, specialized, car hauler, you got hot shot, I guess, but if you got a semi truck, that's a little too late. But you got expedited. There's a couple different things you can do. So me personally, which one pays the best? In my opinion, Specialized. Specialized, if not Hopper Bottom. Because Hopper Bottom, you don't have to, you stay within a local radius and you make a killing doing Hopper Bottom stuff. I know a guy that really want to get into that, and he told me that, and we did some numbers and did research, and Hopper Bottom does pay a lot. I don't know much about livestock. I did reefer. Reefer, I guess it pays well, because I see a lot of people out here with these fancy chicken lights all over their reefer trailers, painted match with the split axles, and, doing all kind of things. Custom paint jobs. So I guess reefer do good, I know van is at the bottom of the stick because it's the laziest thing to do. It's the most common thing to do. Everybody's doing it. It's not easy to get started. I mean, it's not hard to get started in it. So, yeah. But me, I'm going to be a flatbedder. So, that's kind of the thing I'm looking at right now. I want to do flatbed because it's more versatile. Especially living in the South, I have a more chance of going home in the South. Working with flatbed. I got all my Port Twick cards, Georgia Authority cards. I got all my cards. I got hazmat, So it depends on your credentials too. What you got, what you working with. But take your time. Trucking is going nowhere. A lot of people right now don't know if it's gonna be better or it's gonna be worse. What? So. I just wanted to respond to that video that he put up this morning. I don't know if he put it this morning, but I was seeing it this morning. I was going away to do this video after I started driving, but I walk into this truck stop here in Mississippi. Ain't got no damn water. They got signs on the front door. I can't shower. I can't brush my teeth. So excuse me, my breath stink. Good, you can't smell it. I'm gonna use a water jug and brush my teeth. I ain't that. But yeah, so I'm trying to get down this road, get working, and keep it moving. So thanks for tuning in. Hopefully, if you do trucking, like I said, if you want to stick with company drivers, nothing wrong with that. Fill out trucking and see if you actually want to mess with it further. If you do, you could either work for an owner-operator, which I would recommend. Lease purchase would be like the last thing I try to get my own truck. But working for a owner-operator, you can get paid, let's say, 45 cents a mile and get paid 10.9 when you ain't got no taxes taken out, so you will take home more money. Lease purchase, you got to worry about a high-ass truck payment. You're getting a newer truck. You got a maintenance account. You got a speed limiter in your truck. You got to idle, pay your own fuel. All these responsibilities, the truck ain't yours. The authority ain't yours. But hey, you doing what you got to do to get your own truck. I'm all for it. That's what I did. Can't talk about nobody else want to do the same thing. But yeah, other than that, you got to buy your own truck. So I'll come back in. I'm going to do another video soon. Thanks for watching. Little Fella Trucking. We out.